Hi Pixies and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mingxi and today Lucy is singing for us because she's excited and I'm excited. We're going to do the very first build on Wisteria and I am really nervous. I've never done a elegant core before, so we're going to try and do something. I don't even know. I keep going back and forth between a courtyard and some type of terraform feature. So I'm just going to go ahead with the Actually, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So at least in this part of the video, I will speed it up, and then I'll be back once I like kind of figure out what it is that I want to do. But if you guys are excited for this island, make sure to like the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, it will really help me out, and I will see you guys in like a split second.
Okay, y'all, hear me out. So this was supposed to be a let's play, and I just could not think for the life of me. I had to literally just stop everything and recollect. But you're gonna see in this video that I was really like, you know what, guys, I can't even tell you what I was really doing. Like, I'm trying to get the pathing together and I'm trying to figure out like the layout. Like, I hate beyond hate structured builds. I love the randomness of natural islands, so I really struggle with these type of structured builds. But while I was building, I really wanted this to be like an elegant core that was kind of like a town that was kind of natural too. So I want it to look like a mix of natural and town, and just have all the things that I love about town core and all the things that I love about elegant core from what I have seen from, pictures on Pinterest and stuff. So that's what I was doing. And then also, I think what also made this build difficult was because of how close resident services is. I have not done a build on an island with resident services as close as this resident services is in a long time. It's not the closest entrance that I've done, but it was difficult, and I was consistently going back and forth between doing a really like grand kind of entrance, even in the small space with like waterscaping and stuff. Like, I started doing it, and then I was like, when I was building, I was like, wait a minute, no, I don't think that's gonna work, because I don't want the entrance to feel small. I wanted it to feel cozy but not cramped. And I think that's why I was having such a hard time with it. But I do end up coming up with a shape that I like, and then I had to you know how terraforming goes, right? Like, you might build something and decide, oh yeah, that's great, and then you end up hating it and have to take it all down, and then you're like, wait, no, that original shape was actually okay, so you have to recreate it, and then it's just it's a lot. But this was definitely a learning experience for me. And I have used this cherry blossom brick code before on, I think I had an island. Yeah, my first town core island, Rhiannon. I used it there, and this time around using the brick path wasn't as hard because I kind of knew how to work with it at that point. But I don't know why it's so hard for me to figure out the natural stuff with the structured, and I really want to get better at doing it. So I don't know, I'm being like extra hard on myself right now with this build. Like, I am, because like even at the end when I'm looking at it, I think it looked really cute, but I don't know, I feel like I could have done a better job. So that's just me beating myself up about it. So I'm just gonna ignore the voices in my head that says that it's not good enough. It is perfectly fine the way it is, and all truth be told, I am happy about it. But you will see again in this speed build that I am like moving things around a lot. I am like switching things. I'm trying to figure out the pathing and just running up and down, just trying to figure out where things are gonna go. And that's literally the experience that I feel like I'm like, even now, just running back and forth, trying to find things. I don't even know like what was going on in my head, because it has been a while since I've looked at this footage, not like at least a day or so. So my brain is kind of slow, so I can't really remember a lot of the things that I do. It just kind of throw it in the back of my head. I mean, so I'm just looking at the footage now like, girl, like what is happening right now? You know, it's fine. Right, guys? It's fine. But yeah, I do like it. When you guys see the finished product, you're gonna like it, because now that I am not building on it, love it. Absolutely love it. But I feel like I could love it more. I feel like I could do a better job. But yeah. Me running back and forth and grabbing the trees and just seeing where they go. I think I switched the trees out a couple of times too. I definitely want my trees, at least in the town sections, to be rather uniform and on the same height, but in the natural areas I will vary their heights a bit more. I'm trying to figure out good ways to like just mash the two themes in my head, because like there's no way that I'm going to be completely satisfied unless I figure out a way to make this work. But yeah, I spent a lot of time on the pathing alone in this build. So like, I was thinking of cutting some of it out in the video, but I really just wanted you guys to see that I was struggling. Like I'm happy that I muted the sound, because there was a couple of curse words in there, because I was just like, oh my God, like I don't understand, like what is happening. I was doing a lot of experimenting and trying to see which one I liked more. And I ended up just going with the path that I have been using throughout this video, just that really nice beigey, mossy cobblestone. I don't know. But I was playing with some of the codes that, some of the pieces that come with the brick code, like stairs and all of it. And it just was not doing it. You know, I just don't know. And I really, really tried, y'all. I tried so hard and I thought it looked okay, but it just did not hit the way you need it to hit. And I was literally telling someone today in my TikTok stream, I was just like, you know, sometimes you just have to take everything down and start again. Like not completely delete the island, because literally I refuse to delete this island, because I am like determined to make sure this island works and I feel like I can do it. But sometimes you just have to reset the build itself, just take it all down and start from the beginning to get like a fresh perspective. And while I was recording, like I was trying to make this a let's play and I was talking to the camera and I was getting distracted while I was talking and I wasn't liking what I was doing. So I just decided to just completely mute everything so I didn't have to talk, so I could just focus. And I think it was getting around this point where I was just like, yep, you know what? I'm not liking it. And I really like, oh my God, you guys, I can't even tell you how much I tried to make this work. Those freaking steps, I like them, but they're just not right there. Just not at the resident services. Like it just wasn't it, you know? And I tried, like, I keep saying I tried so hard, like, because now that I'm looking back at the footage, like, yeah, it looks okay. But I think it was just because I had the cliff right there that was throwing me off. And if I had put the cliff maybe 1 or 2 squares to the left, I might have had an easier time with that setup. Because now that I'm looking at it, there was really nothing wrong with it. Like it looks okay. But I remember that I was trying to figure out the castle gate, because I really wanted to use the castle gate. I was going to use 2, and then I was like, oh, that doesn't look right. I don't know what it is. I just don't like how that looks. What do I do? And I just like, you know what? I just keep trying and I'll figure it out. And with the Valiant statue works perfectly where it is. Like I have no issues with the Valiant statue. It looks good basically wherever I put it. And I do think I found a nice spot for it anyway. So it was fine. I was just trying to make it work, just trying. And then I just gave up and said, no, we're going to start this again. And I'm going to find a way to make this work, because I don't know why. That kind of like just lit a fire under me, y'all, when I tell you that I was so frustrated and determined to make it work. Like it was like, this entrance is going to be done and it is gonna look good, and I don't know how it's gonna look good, but it's gonna look good, dang it. And that is exactly what happened. And it just came to the point of like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So I really like that cobblestone path, and I just decided to use that cobblestone path for the majority of the entrance, even though the brick path is there. But I don't really think the brick path is the true star of the entrance. I really do think it's the cobblestone, because it just adds a softness to the area that I really really like. And I feel like this code is like a good option for anyone that is trying to do a town core natural type of thing. You might want to find kind of a earth toned cobblestone path, and I will have my Pinterest linked in the description of this video, so you guys could go look at the codes and my inspo builds, and the builds that have inspired me, and all of that stuff is going to be in my Pinterest. That's where I linked my codes and stuff, so that's where that's going to be. And honestly, looking at this footage now, I don't even really know what the heck I was thinking. But all I know is that it worked out. Okay, it worked out. And wow. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just let the video speak for itself at this point, and I just felt like I should explain what's going on. And there is some footage at the end that is not there anymore. Like I have to show you, I'll show you guys at the end, like the final result. But there was a point where I did have to turn off the camera because for some reason recording and building just doesn't click with me sometimes. Most of the time, I build really easily, but sometimes I just have to turn the camera off so that I can focus. Like I need to extra focus. And that is what ended up happening. But you will see that at the end of the video. So you guys just enjoy the rest of the build. I'll come back at the end, like I said. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your days. Enjoy.
Okay, guys, so I wanted to show you what I ended up coming up with. So this is the side over here. Nothing is done over here just yet. I don't know actually what I'm gonna do over here, but you know. But this is the other side, and I think the other side is really pretty. So I did like slap down these bistro tables, but I think I'm gonna get rid of them. I don't know what's gonna be here. Actually, I was thinking of just opting for a little crop garden of some sort, like a community crop garden. I don't know. I really don't know. But this is what the actual like section looks like. Section entrance. So I have this path here that I ended up just moving over here, which I'm pretty sure you guys have seen. And then here, I kept messing with this area a lot, even when I turned the camera off. But this is what it ended up looking like, and I think it looks so cute. I can't wait to do the back side of the cliff that I started building. So yeah, it's like literally like 2 days after the original cliff that you guys are seeing this. And I did a lot of this off camera, but I did bring the stairs. I did bring the pathway up this way. I did grab some beautiful statues from Treasure Islands to have around. I think I'm gonna put another like Valiant statue down and maybe some giant vines. I still haven't decided yet. But up here is going to be like the official like courtyard area. It might not be very big, and I was deciding whether or not I should put a villager up here. But I did know that I wanted some steps at least to go here, and I will continue to work on that area. I also thought about squeezing a villager in this little area. I don't know why. I felt like it'd be really cute to have like a villager here, like right in front of the cliff, but that's going to be a lot of landscaping, and I don't, I don't feel like it. So I think that this area looks a little bit empty despite the the tables and stuff, so I'm not sure what's gonna go where. And I feel like I'm racking my brain about this really hard, but I really want to do Elegant Core justice. You know, I really want to do this theme correctly. Well, honestly, I just want to make it look elegant, you know, because there really isn't a true way to do Elegant Core. I don't think, maybe, I don't know, it's my first time doing it, so correct me if I'm wrong, my elegant crossers. Let me know. And yeah, I feel like I'll work on this area another time. Like I really don't know, but that is the majority of it. That's what I have going on, and I think it turned out really, really well for my first attempt. I keep saying it's my first attempt. Like what is going on? Anyway, at least Spork is enjoying this, right? At least he looks happy. Maybe I can get um some more iron benches and put them there. That'd be nice. Or some more hedge fencing. But like I really don't know what else to put there. But I guess it doesn't matter now. It does not matter now. All right, everyone, and that is a wrap on today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys have any ideas. You can just put them in the comments down below about what I should do next around the resident services and the entrance. Let me know what you think of today's build, and I will see all of you guys later. Bye!